Hi, this is Ainsley, and welcome back to Seven That's a Wrap. Today I'm here with
Caden Blanck.
And how old are you?
17.
Okay, awesome. Just gonna ask you a few questions today. First one, how long have you been here at Severn?
I've been here at Severn since first grade, so this is my 12th year.
Wow. And how has your life revolved around school besides the 7 hours we have to be here each day?
Honestly, it's been a big part of my life, especially being here for the majority of my life. Since first grade, definitely like seeing how people have evolved since elementary school. But Severn has really shaped my life. We'll get into clubs, but joining Admiral TV, being a part of the baseball team, having a family within, like Alex said, like within the Severn community, that is a family. It's really been a great time, and I think people will realize that they'll start to miss it, and I'll probably miss it too.
Yeah, totally. And especially just sports alone is already 3 additional hours.
Right.
It's a lot of time.
Absolutely.
Okay, next question. Who has been your favorite teacher throughout all your years at Severn?
Probably Mr. George back in middle school.
Aww.
He was my 6th grade advisor, so he kind of got me integrated into the middle school environment. Because coming from elementary school to middle school is definitely scary, as well as middle school to high school and eventually high school to college. But Mr. George was really welcoming, and he really brought our advisory together. And he was just overall just a genuine human being.
Okay, next question. What clubs have you been involved in, and what made you interested in joining them?
Admiral TV. I'm a leader this year. I've progressively gotten more involved with it over the 4 years. Just being a part of that club has helped me develop interactions and relationships with people. I'm definitely a better public speaker than I was last year, even freshman year. Freshman year, absolutely terrified to talk to anyone, but this year it's developing a conversation is easy now for me. So being able to talk to people has really come out of being a commentator for Admiral TV.
It's great, and you do a good job of it too.
Thank you. Thank you.
And as a senior, in your opinion, do you think it's ever too late to join a club or something that you're interested in?
No, I don't think so. Especially later in your high school career, you realize you actually need some clubs for college and some extracurriculars. So joining clubs late is never a bad thing. You can always put it on your college resume, and you can honestly find something that you love and you want to pursue in college. So.
Okay, what was your favorite moment of your high school experience? I know this is kind of tricky.
Probably seeing us beat St. Mary's in the Severn River Classic in the fall football game, especially commentating that one. It was an interesting game. There were a lot of things that happened. Some medical issues, a fight on the sideline.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And then we got to rush the field after, and I feel like that's just the climax of our high school, of our high school career. Beating St. Mary's after 9 years. 9 years is a long time.
Building up to that.
Yeah, exactly. And that was just fun to see my friends out there celebrating their win.
Yeah, awesome. Is there one thing you would have changed at all?
Honestly, my freshman year, I feel like I would have changed a lot. I didn't really do a lot my freshman year. I was kind of just there. So getting to talk to people, getting more involved. Yeah, that's more or less.
Totally. Lots of people say that, going back to the earlier time.
Right.
Is there one decision you made at Severn that changed your interest or positively impacted you?
Again, joining Admiral TV, it definitely broke my silence, I would say. Like I said earlier, just being able to talk to people, being able to express kind of the emotion over sports through a microphone, through a club to other people. That was really what helped me.
This could be big or small. What would you say would be your greatest contribution you made to Severn?
I'm not sure. I feel like being a part of the student section, bringing school spirit to many basketball games and football games, I feel like that's been one of my big contributions. It's been fun doing that. I love doing it. So it's nothing that I realized in the time it was happening. Kind of looking back at it now, I'm
totally.
Something that affected school spirit a little bit.
Do you think Severn has promoted a projected career path for you?
Yeah, getting involved in Admiral TV again. I just keep going back to Admiral TV.
Okay,
But
do you think?
yeah, commentary, stuff like that, tech, getting to know how broadcasts really work, what goes into them, what goes on during it, as really it's opened up like what my future might look like.
Awesome.
So
Yeah. Are you going to do like sports commentary in college?
yeah, I've looked into it. The college I'm going to does not have a student broadcasting program, so I may try to set one up. We'll see.
Yeah, wait, that would be so cool if you could do that.
That'll be fun.
So you play baseball, right?
Right.
Among other sports.
Right.
How would you say that community changed your path at Severn, or just like impacted you as a whole?
The seniors my freshman year were the best senior class while I've been at Severn. They were able to introduce me to what it really means to be a family, to what it really means to care for one another. And I feel like I've tried to relay that across the 4 years on the baseball team. So just becoming a family and trying to stick up or like get to know your friends and the kids on your team.
Yeah. You're going to have to think pretty far back. Can you tell me what you remember from your first day at Severn?
I can't remember my first day, but I do remember my shadow day in elementary school. It was not the lower campus, it was Chesapeake Academy. And that school was disbanded when we were in first grade. That was the last year of it. So I remember shadowing, I think it was Harlan Erskine in kindergarten. And there was, I only remember recess for some reason, but going out onto there was a big playground and little playground. And I went onto the big playground and they started yelling at me because we weren't allowed and we were still in kindergarten. So.
Oh yeah, you had to go in the one with like the
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yep.
It's been so traumatizing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have come back.
It was embarrassing.
Okay, Keegan, I love music, so we have to ask, do you have like a favorite song or like one that's been like consistent throughout your 4 years?
I think getting into the more like pop genre this year, I like the song Rather Be.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
Who's the artist?
I couldn't tell you honestly. But it's I feel like a lot of people know it. It's a catchy song.
Maybe I know it, I just like
You probably do.
You
probably do.
Oh, cool. Okay, last question. How has the community of our senior class evolved since you first got here?
When I first got here, I feel like it was more spaced out. Like everyone had their own separate friend, like not even friends. And as the years have gone on, everyone's gotten to know each other. Everyone hangs out with each other in school and sometimes outside of school. And I feel like that's really built a bond here, and hopefully that'll continue over even when we're in college.
I agree, yeah. Okay, final thing, do you have any shout outs or anyone you want to thank, teachers, friends, family?
I want to shout out my mom because she's been at Severn for longer than I've been in school. So she's really stuck with Severn and introduced me to what Severn is. And then I want to shout out my brother because he's still at Severn, and I hope he has another fun 2 years left.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thank you.